Hello and welcome back to the Master League on Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. It's going pretty well. Find ourselves up in 14th in the Premier League table now with Aston Villa. Tammy Abraham's still around there and we've extended his contract, as that headline says in the news. It's been okay. If we look at the results then, we were last together 0-0 against Brighton. Pretty rubbish game. It was followed by an even worse game. 3-0 loss to Watford at home at Villa Park. Absolutely dreadful. Watford are currently in 4th. They're having a great season. We went back to the 4-5-1 formation that we played in the Championship last season with the two attacking midfielders in the centre, and it just left us so open that I then changed formation and it worked a lot better against Leicester, although we went 2-0 down and brought it back to 2-2, so that was a good result in the end. But today is a massive game, another West Midlands Derby, this time against Wolverhampton, who are second in the Premier League. They've got a very good team, and we welcome back Gio Moreno back to Villa Park because we sold him to Wolves. Now I kept that a little bit quiet because I know Villa fans probably don't like the fact that I sold one of our best players to Wolves, but he was getting on and we got a lot of money for him. So today will be Aston Villa v Wolves and then away at Crystal Palace as well. So they're the two games we're going to have in today's episode. Thank you very much everybody for all the comments and stuff as well, saying you're enjoying the series. Everybody's saying they're liking it. It's what I would like to do, if everybody who is enjoying the series can just leave a little comment down below that just says, like, really enjoying it. It's really great just to see how many people are, like, watching and listening and commenting at the same time. It's really, really good. So if you could do that, that would be wonderful. I know a few of you have asked me to put it up to Superstar. I'm not going to do that just yet because the fact that the chairman wants us to finish 9th, I think that's going to be a tough ask because we're struggling in certain games now. And we're on top player, and I'd rather not get sacked. I know that's a bit of a cheat way to do it. I think Superstar will be interesting, but next year I think we'll go up to Superstar and see how it goes. So this is our new formation. It's a 4-4-1-1 formation with the wingers are pushed slightly higher, but they're still playing as wingers. And this is the team we're going to use for today's game. People are definitely up for it because it's a derby game. So Jan Sommer in goal, always having a goalkeeper on an up arrow. Retsos and Tuanzebe at the back, Kieran Tierney at left back, Munir at right back, Klassen and Cabizon in the middle, Solteldo and Grealish are the wingers. Weir plays in behind Tammy Abraham, who's one goal behind Lukaku for the Golden Boot in the Premier League this season so far. We do have youngsters who are up and keen for the game, but I don't really have place for them on the bench at the moment. Keeping Rossi on the bench is a bit of a not sure. Vitinho just doesn't fancy the derby at all, so he stays out of the match squad altogether. But yeah, I like the squad. The squad's coming along well. I think we can do all right. We've changed our advanced instructions as well. We now play hug the touchline. We have tight marking of the striker, which is Raul Jimenez in this case, and we play a deeper defensive line at the moment, just because, well, at the moment it's working quite well. But there we are, Aston Villa in the claret and Wolverhampton Wanderers in their famous gold kit. It's going to be a tough game. The CPU, the computer, plays at a much higher tempo, much more pressure in a derby game. I'm expecting it to be full of tackles, full of goals, because I'm really struggling to defend in the Premier League, but I'm still pretty good at attacking. So let's get into the game. Love a good derby day. Villa Park, Aston Villa versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, and there they are in the tunnel. Rui Patricio leading out Wolves and Tuanzebe leading out Aston Villa, followed by Jan Sommer, the big money goalkeeper signing for Aston Villa. It's going to be good. Let's hope we got a strong referee for today's game and let's get it underway. Obviously, Moreno is a big talking point, lining up for Wolves against his former team. Owes a lot to Coach Leffer. He brought him into English football, and straight away Aston Villa give it away with a poor pass from Davy Klassen. And we'll see if Wolves can break from here. Soltado actually intercepts that very well. Abraham into Weir. Oh, it's a terrible touch. Kodu gets it away. I thought Willy Bolly was going to intercept the pass, which I wasn't really commentating at the time, but Munir throws it into Solteldo, and Villa have started this. They gave possession away early on, but they've started this very well now. Grealish tried to just feed that round the corner, but he's gone again, and he gets Tierney's pass. Grealish tried to knock it into Abraham. Back to Tierney, who puts an early cross in. Grealish keeps it alive. Oh, what a tackle that is. And Connor Cody will probably just get this away, and does. And Villa starting like an absolute freight train in this game. Tierney looking for Weir. It's intercepted well. João Moutinho up early to Jimenez, who just holds off to Tuanzebe really well, and Munir should get that and does. Klassen Back to Munir, up to Solteldo. Look to go round the corner to Klassen. David Klassen has struggled a little bit in this game. He has scored for us this season. He scored against Everton. Actually, Tuanzebe, that's a great tackle. Klassen back to Tuanzebe. Up it goes to Abraham, who's got the run of Weir. Can he put Abraham in with his pace? Then Donker covers it well, and it goes back to Rio Patricio. But yeah, David Klassen, he's struggling a little bit. He doesn't feel as good to play with as Gio Moreno did, which is a shame. I know he's a lot cheaper than Gio Moreno, who's on the ball now for Wolverhampton. But, Munir absolutely robs him. Lovely tackle, but then gives the ball away. Yeah, Klassen just feels a little bit too slow on the ball. I don't know. Hopefully, as the team chemistry goes up, Klassen will do well. And it is his first start at the club. Cavaliero's got in behind, cuts this back. Raul Jimenez turns. It's a great block on the shot there, but it's been given straight away back to Moreno, who's put under great pressure from Soltolo. And now he should have the pace to get away, and does. And he's waiting for that run from Weir, and then Donker covers it, and it goes back to Patricio. Grealish into Weir. Weir through to Abraham. He's looking out wide. Tried to feed Tierney in, but Wolves are just cutting out that final pass. But they probably won't be able to keep it up for the whole game, as Jimenez wins a good header down to Moreno, who looks over the top. But Munir reads that incredibly well and just dinks it up the line to Soldeldo, who now looks for Klassen. Klassen up to Weir. Weir to Munir, who's now going to just drop it into Soldeldo's feet, into Klassen. Klassen to Weir. Weir back to Abraham, who's he's forced out of it by Willy Bolly. It's a good tackle. And Wolves just battle. It's just, again, that final third. We're just lacking a few options at the moment. But at the moment, it's all positive for Villa. The ball goes through. Traore puts it in. Tuanzebe covers it. And he couldn't do much else with that because he was being closed down very strongly. And Klassen just sensible and experienced play there. Lets Villa build it up from the back. So Tardo into Weir's feet. He's got a Klassen running just off him a little bit. And then just turns and waits for some supporting runs. And there it is. And can Weir... No, Weir's never going to beat Willy Bolly in the air there. But Aston Villa just holding off, waiting for some options. Munir's made a good run and carried it on. And he's got in behind the Wolverhampton defence, tried to cut it back. So Teldo puts it in. Abraham, oh, is it an own goal? I think it is an own goal. I think the defender's put that in his own net. Abraham's not really said it. It's Gio Moreno. Oh, he's forgotten which team he plays for. Gio Moreno has just stuck that in his own net and given the lead to Villa. Munir, a great run in. It was a poor, terrible cross, to be honest, from Munir. But so Toledo just dink this back in. Moreno, he stopped Abraham scoring a goal, but wow, what an OG that is, and what a player to get it. Gio Moreno, against his former club, has given Villa the lead, and that is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And it's 1-0 Aston Villa. So Moreno picks it up after scoring that own goal. He's in a bit more of an advanced position. He's not having the best of games, but he's managed to put this through to Jimenez. Turns and shoots. Jan Sommer with a good diving catch. And just waiting to see if there's an option on. There is out wide, so we'll just see if we can get this here. Very accurate kick from Sommer. That's such a weapon to have in the Arsenal. It's just delayed that pass too long. Weir was making a good bit of movement up front. Jimenez wins the header into Moreno. That's poor, and that'll be easy for Retsos. And Aston Villa hold on. Klassen out to Grealish. A bit of space happening for Villa now. Weir back to Grealish. A good little 1-2. Grealish looks to come in. Willy Bolly. Oh, Grealish, what a turn. He finds Weir in acres of space. It hits Abraham. Oh, Rio Patricio was on the ground and managed to keep that out somehow. Jack Grealish here completely does Willy Bolly with the Cruyff turn in the box. Into Weir. Weir shoots off Abraham. And Patricio, what a save from Rio Patricio. Obviously, Wolves number 11. As Munir will just look to dink this one over the first man if he can. Puts it in. He does. Cabezon with a header. Oh, it's over the bar. And it's a goal kick to Wolverhampton. But it's a good corner in from Munir. Cabezon gets up above Willy Bolly. And the Villa players are really up for this game. And I'm sorry if it's too loud, but I'm very excited. Retsos did well to win that header and attack it from deep. And then Soteldo, what a ball that is, out to Grealish, who's going to just have a bit of time. And then plays it in field looking for Abraham. But it was a poor pass sort of in between both of Abraham and Weir. And it couldn't do anything that. And Tuanzebe has to track back and watch that run. As Tierney then blocks Adama Traore's attempted through ball into Abraham. Abraham to Weir. Grealish was taken out off the ball. That'll probably be a yellow card when we come back for play. That's a terrible pass. And Jimenez will look to bring it away for Wolves. He finds Cavaliero on the left. Moreno picks it up again. Moreno into Jimenez, and that's very easily intercepted. And Wolves have really offered not much going forward. And Adama Traore hasn't tracked Jack Grealish. And Jack Grealish is in here. And looks to just get away from Bolly, but that's a great tackle from the big man. And Jack Grealish is left in a heap on the floor, but at least this time it was a fair tackle. Tierney into Abraham, round to Weir. Weir just lays it back to Cabezon, sees Tierney with a lot of space on the left-hand side. And he puts an early cross in, looking for Weir. And it's headed over the bar by the defender, and it's another corner to Aston Villa. Is Munir the best person to take this? I'd rather he stayed back. Let's go for Soltado. Not the best at set pieces, but we'll see what happens. I want a position shift here. Let's go 6-yard box, please, everybody. Right, we're going to try and again just dink this over João Moutinho. It does. Probably a bit too close to Patricio. Gets a punch on it. Comes back out to Sododo. Knocks it back to Munir. Flicks another crossing. Looking for Abraham. That's a great defensive header from Cavaliero. And Soldado into Munir. Back to Soltado. Soltado. I'll just keep making his name up every time I say it. And then Klassen with a bit of time and space now on the ball. He's got ages to pick a cross out, and he looks for Abraham again, and it's headed away again by the Wolves defence, who are just about holding on, and Moreno comes forward with it, and Tierney launches in, catches the ex-Villa player. Is he going to get a booking here? He is. Kieran Tierney picks up a yellow card against his former teammate. That was a bit of a rash challenge from there. Gio came forward. Number 22 for Wolves. Well, it looked like Tierney got the ball, to be honest, but in the eyes of the referee, that's a bookable offence. They've worked this well. Moreno with a shot. Gio Moreno has scored, and that's come... again, it's caught me by surprise that. Gio Moreno scored in both ends. He scored against his former club. He's celebrating. He doesn't care about upsetting the fans. But yeah, it sort of came out of nothing. It was... We were holding them off, and they played it out wide here. Great ball in from João Moutinho. Moreno's hit that first time. Sommer all ends up beaten. And it's Gio Moreno 1. Gio Moreno 1. And it came right on the stroke of half-time. It's 1-1, and Villa have had by far the better of the play. Less shots, but I'd argue going forward, Villa have had the better of the play, and there's not going to be any changes at half-time. Let's crack on and see if Villa can go and get a win. The crowd are definitely up for it. Oh, I thought Timothy was going to intercept that. Jack Grealish looks to put Adam Traore under pressure. Villa trying to just press a little higher. Jimenez, good ball out here to Traore. Now Tierney's on a yellow card and has to be careful, and does, and keeps it in play, and finds Weir, but Weir just can't lay it back to Cabezon. And João Moutinho picks it up. João Moutinho down the line to Traore. He looks to play a give and go, but Cabezon reads it very well, and Villa now just have to be patient. They don't have to force anything. Grealish gives it to Tierney, who's found himself in some space. Just holds the ball up, waiting for an option. Has Cabezon. Flicks it into Klassen. Klassen to Abraham, to Weir. Weir with a shot. And Patricio with an easy save. Weir tried to just place that into the corner. Maybe should have gone for power to make it a bit better. And Rio Patricio and Gio Moreno play a lovely little 1-2 from the back. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Weir's Abraham's intercepted that. Klassen with a back heel. Referee, is that not a foul? That looked worse than Tierney's tackle. But he plays advantage. João Moutinho looking for that run back of Jimenez. Easy for Munir to cover. And here we go again. Moreno has it in the right wing spot. He's been forced wide by Tierney. Ball in. Grealish just volleys it away. Actually turns into a very nice pass. And then he gets it back. Lays it back to Tuanzebe. And Villa... Wolves are really getting more into this game, and I'm not too sure how we can change that. Klassen, oh, Moreno gets to the ball first. Jimenez, great tackle from Retsos. And that, no, referee, that's a fantastic tackle. You can't punish that as a free kick. He's clearly got the ball. Quite clearly got the ball here. I mean, look at that. That's not a foul, ref. Not a foul. Ruben Neves is over it. Is he going to strike it? It's Neves. No, he plays it short to Cavallero. They've tried something fancy here. But Klassen tackles well. It goes up to Abraham. Lays it back to Weir. Oh my God, he's given that away. João Moutinho has the ball. Looks for a through pass. Cabezon is never going to outpace Adama Traore with the acceleration to get there. And Wolves hold on. 1-1. 21,000 people at Villa Park to see the West Midlands Derby as Restos will come away with this ball. Klassen sees the run of Celtido, who looks to dink it over the top. Oh, it was meant to go to Abraham. The computer thought I meant for it to go to Weir. Ah, little bit of an error, that one. João Moutinho on the edge. Ball in. Goalkeeper come and get it. Well done, Jan Sommer. He does come out and get it. And there's a quick on here for Soltado, but it's given it to Cavaliero. But his touch let him down. And that pass from Soltado was awful. That's a much better recovery from Soltado. There we go. Now Weir can release the little guy on the wing. Soltado, the little magician. Little 1-2 with Abraham. That's nice. He needs people to get into the box to help him out. Tries to flick it back. Weir with the overhead. Oh. We know Weir loves an acrobatic finish. That was unlucky. Good little play here. And it all came from Soteldo winning the ball back. Abraham back into Soteldo's feet. And then he dinks this one up for Weah. And, it's unlucky. It's unlucky. Here come Wolves, though. Cavaliero on the left-hand side, up against Munir. Puts a cross in. Jimenez is there. Lays it back. João Moutinho, easy for Jan Sommer. And again, we'll try and get that quick kick going. Grealish, he tried a fancy flick. It didn't pull off. But Tierney will pick up the deflected pass. And has acres of space for Tierney to run into. He's got a man right over the other side in Soteldo. And picks him out with a low-driven pass. Who gives it back to Abraham, to Klassen, back into Abraham, to Weah. It's a fantastic move from Villa. Fantastic counter-attack from Aston Villa. Just didn't have the end product. And here we just see this nice little 1-2 with Klassen to Abraham to create that space. Weah saw it, ran into the gap. And it just goes, the anguish on his face, you can tell, it's just gone wide. So Villa struggling to deal with the height presence of Jimenez at the moment. The ball comes in and Sommer out well again. He's got Grealish on yet again. Wolves are not learning on this counter-attack, but Neves actually held back for that one. And that's a good touch. And Tierney with a good tackle. And then Klassen flicks it out to Soteldo, up to Abraham, round the corner to Weah. Back out again to Soteldo, who's getting more and more into the game as I get his name more and more incorrect. And he's got a long way and he has a fierce shot. Rui Patricio just about holds on. And Patricio himself tries to launch a quick counter-attack, but he's just played Traore into trouble. And he's seen Abraham's onside, who lays it in. And it's Soteldo one-on-one. Wasting these chances. We really are wasting these chances. But yeah, El Ghazi will look to swing this one. Now, Cabezon has been beating Willy Bolly in the air. So we're going to try and hit him again. It's got a bit higher. Into Weah against Cody. Cody wins that one. And then the ball back in. Weah finds himself on the turn. Is that another corner? It's not. I think it's a goal kick. Tierney just sort of knocked this back into a dangerous area. Yeah, he shouldn't be shooting on the spin from there. He should be trying to lay it back and create a new option for someone else. But 15 minutes to go, 1-1. And Timothy Weah is now being tightly marked. So, Restos wins that header up to El Ghazi. There's loads of space that I didn't see there. And Wolves, I think, have changed to a more attacking 3-5-2 now. As Munir's read that danger, and he's just got there ahead of Cavaliero. Into Klassen. Klassen sees Soteldo up the other side. Now, there's a huge crossfield switch on if he can do it. It's not Soteldo. Let me know in the comments how you bloody say his name. I'm making it up so many different ways. In it goes into Abraham. Abraham round to Soteldo. Weah, he's just stopped his run to stay onside. And Wolves are... Well, Villa need to make these chances count or they could really be punished. Cavalier on the left-hand side looks for the run of Jimenez. Tuanzebe tracks him, puts a block in. That's easy for Jan Sommer to hold. And there's not too much on quickly here, so just build this one out from the back slowly. Oh, no, we won't. We've given it away. Tierney straight into Adama Traore's path. Looks over the top towards Jimenez. Great touch from Jimenez. In it goes to Moreno, who turns, and luckily he was slipping as he took that shot. And we'll just quickly try and play this out now. The slow build-up play wasn't working there, so let's try and go for a quick counter-attack again. Abraham, Klassen to Abraham. It's just literally Willy Bolly is like a brick wall at the back at the moment. He started the game pretty poorly, but yeah, can't get past him at the moment. Klassen, up it goes. Oh, it's a terrible pass. And they look over the top of Darmatoro. He's going to use his pace in behind. Gets the wrong side of Tierney and Tuanzebe. Got good peace of mind to cut that one out. Klassen into Cabezon. Out to Soteldo. Soteldo looking for runners ahead of him. He comes forward. He runs into the vacated space. And Weah, that was meant for you, mate. Don't jump over it. I think we're starting to suffer from tired legs. 5 minutes to go in what's been a frantic West Midlands derby. Klassen can't get there. Cavalier into Moreno. Good tracking back from Munir. And he's been absolutely wiped out there. And Moreno should pick up a yellow card. So it's going to be a goal in the right end, a goal in the wrong end, and a yellow card for Moreno. Abraham is knackered. So is Soteldo. It's going to have to be Weah for Rossi, I think, is the next substitution. Weah's had a good game. Had an attempted acrobatic finish, but we'll bring on youngster Giuseppe Rossi to come and play in behind Tammy Abraham now. So Munir comes forward. Klassen looks to go into Abraham. There's Weah. Weah puts it through. Abraham's through one-on-one. He's got to finish this and does. Rio Patricio can't keep that one out. And that is a lovely finish from Abraham. It's what we've come to expect. And now that substitution will happen. We're off. Rossi on. Klassen into Abraham, into Weir. Lovely 1-2. The first time Willy Bolly has really switched off. He was fatigued, it looked like there, Willy Bolly. He's been run ragged by Abraham and Timothy Weir. As Timothy Weir gets a nice round of applause from the home fans, applauds them back, and on he gets the thanks from Tuanzebe and from Restos. And he's going to be replaced by Giuseppe Rossi, the youngster, number 22, 16 years old, comes on. And let's see what the young Italian has got. Klassen up to Abraham. Abraham into Rossi. He'll just knock this one back to Klassen. Goes to Rossi again. And then he just sensibly goes back to Cabezon. Looking for Rossi for a return, but couldn't get there. Jimenez comes forward. There's a bit of space. Oh, Restos, what are you doing, lad? Okay, he recovered pretty much okay. And then Klassen. Loads of space for Salcedo. Salcedo, what will he do? He holds it up. Goes back to Klassen. In it goes to Rossi. Rossi, flick round the corner. Unlucky from the little Italian. There's Ruben Neves, doesn't have a chance of anything with it. We win the West Midlands Derby. We beat second place Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Tammy Abraham with the decisive winning goal yet again in the 88th minute. Oh, wonderful stuff. Love winning the derby. Excellent result. As we really turned it on in that second half. We were much better than they were. And yeah, 2-1. Lovely win. So we've got a few little bits of transfer news to do here. Cabezon has had an offer for him. I'm pretty sure I'm going to reject it. He's got a long contract with him. He's just breaking into the first team now as well, so I don't need to do that. Vakut today, we're trying to get him on a new contract. We've got a long way to go in the season. It's going to take our finances down. Wow, minus 500,000. We really need to make something happen here. El Ghazi would, if we sell him, we'll eat that out. They've paid over his release fee, which means I think I have to accept it. I'm going to do it realistic. They've paid over his release fee, which means I've got to accept it. So El Ghazi goes. That's a big loss. They paid his release fee. It does mean that we can basically give Andre Green a new contract. I'm going to leave that negotiation and get a bit more money in the bank. That could hurt us, though, losing El Ghazi. I mean, I could have rejected that because it gave me the option, but they've paid his release fee, and I wanted to keep it somewhat realistic. Right, now, we've got an injury because Klassen is out for a week. He picked up an injury in that game. Do we need to make any changes? We might do, actually. Vitinho is going to come in for Weir, who needs a break. Salcedo will give El Ghazi, will have his last game for the club before he moves. Jack Grealish is on a wonderful rating at the moment. And up blue, which is really good. Isobe is doing well. So Jack, I've already mentioned before, Jack Grealish is the guy we're going to build this team around. He's going to be the player that the save is built around. Pretty much. He'll always be at Villa. I'm going to reject every single offer we ever get for him. And I'm making him teach. I'm getting him to learn lots of different skill moves. So that's why he can pull out the Cruyff turn really well. He can also do, I think, the reverse flip-flap or maybe the Scotch move. I've taught him as well. But at the moment, he can do it. It's just I can't do it using the controller. I need to learn how to do it. Vakut today is going to come in to replace Sommer. It's Crystal Palace. So they're not the strongest of oppositions, although they're having a good season. We might have to leave. Let's give Collins. We'll give Collins a start. Collins a start in there. That'll be our lineup. So you guys get to see McGinn. We'll just change the bench up so that we got some fresh legs ready to come on the bench for those that are knackered. Sergei Sampa actually, he probably deserves a run out in this game, but we'll leave it like that. Bonlahor ready to come off the bench as well. Still yet to score for his hometown club. We're going to mix this up and we're going to go for Aston Villa's third kit, which is new and the new update that I've got. So I don't think is there a clash there? We'll put them in their white kit anyway, just so that we can use it. But we'll say it's contract rights. We have to play a certain amount of games in our third kit. But there we go, Aston Villa in their new third kit that is getting its debut on the series. Again, usual stuff. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know you're enjoying it. I mentioned it before. It all helps the channel out, and thank you to everybody who leaves a comment just saying really loving the series, because it makes it great. I love doing this. It's fun. I do it because I enjoy it. But when I get comments like that, it makes me realise that I'm doing it because you guys enjoy it as well, which is always good fun. As Christian Benteke looks to feed in Ive Nastar. Oh, Collins, what a great way to introduce yourself to the fans on the channel. Oh, that's a lovely tackle as well. Game has started at a mile a minute. Vitinho looks into Abraham. Oh, he just got back the defender, but that's a poor pass. Vitinho, that's an even worse pass, to be honest. And so it started a million miles an hour, but not the best quality, as Collins naively just dives into a tackle. McGinn's there to recover, and Aston Villa just keep going. Talking about McGinn, what a goal he scored at the weekend. It was an unbelievable finish that he hit. So, but we're keeping him around because you guys really like him. He's not the best player in PES. But Benteke comes forward. Collins again. No, referee. That's a great tackle. The youngster, the bald Welsh youngster, has put in a lovely tackle there. Benteke got the wrong side, but Collins got back round. That's nothing wrong with that, referee. Nothing wrong at all. And it's Milivojevic standing over it. Is he going to hit it? He does hit it straight into the wall. And it comes back to Ward. And Tierney couldn't match him. Tuanzebe. So that was a hit from range. A hit and a half. That Tuanzebe looks to get this out. It's Isobe to Grealish. Grealish into Vitinho. Back to Grealish. To Abraham. That's a good passing move, that. As Abraham holds on to it. Goes into Grealish, who's tackled by Aite. Back to Jordan Ayew. Into Benteke. Benteke holds it up. He's got the wrong side of Collins. Benteke shoots. That's easy for Verkutre. And now we've got to remember Verkutre doesn't have the same kick as Jan Sommer. So we can't really use that to our advantage as we did against Wolverhampton. Abraham. Ref. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, referee. Is that a booking? No, it's not. Just a talking to for Crystal Palace's number 19, Pazdan. As Abraham just beat him to the ball and then got his legs taken out. So, fair enough. I wouldn't have argued if that was a yellow card. Let's look for Abraham to dink this in. And Ward gets it away very easily. McGinn, what a header that is. Munir looking for El Ghazi. Again, his last game. It'll be good for El Ghazi to go out on a high and go out on a win. Collins has kept that in play, which could be naive from the youngster. Because it's let in Jordan Ayew. Tuanzebe's got to come across. He's covering the man. And there's no one of them, but Milivojevic is in acres of space. Oh, he's fired it wide. Verkutre came out and closed the angle down. Wow. Unbelievable. There's a good ball in here. Ayew actually did really well. Milivojevic had a bit of movement to lose his man, Tuanzebe, but his shot goes past the post. Not the best finish, as Aston Villa aren't playing their best football at the moment, but Vitinho has been left in absolute acres. Flicks that onto Abraham, who tries to go around the corner to Isobe. Does, but he's just squeezed out of it by surrounded by white shirts of Crystal Palace, as Collins again comes out from the back and tackles the ball well. And we can't get there. It goes all the way back to Julian Speroni, and Villa will start from the back. Townsend, Andros Townsend on the left-hand side. Ball across. Shot comes in. Oh, Verkutre, what a save that is. Jordan Ayew with a spin shot, and Verkutre pulls out a wonderful save. And yeah, that's lovely stuff here, because Palace are playing this very well. Out to Townsend, who dinks this ball into Benteke along the floor, and then left it. Verkutre makes a fabulous save. Wonderful save from the youngster, the young Frenchman. And Crystal Palace have a corner. Now, what can they do? They send two men to go short, which pulls out three Aston Villa defenders. Tierney's just going to retreat now that they're all manned up. Milivojevic puts it in. Collins does get up and wins the header. And Vitinho will look to come forward now. And he's got quite a lot of space to come into. Palace aren't pressuring him. Are we going to see some sort of wonder goal here from Vitinho? As he cuts inside. He's got the pace. He goes around another one. Vitinho with a shot. Oh! Speroni with a save, and Vitinho trying his own George Weah / Gervinho goal, if you've seen that. And he ran all the way from his own half with Akers. Slowed down here and then burst of acceleration to go past the defender. There's a shot and it's a good save from Julian Speroni. And now Aston Villa have a corner. Munir will take this one in. Just look to dink it over Aite onto a runner's head. It's easy for Speroni, but for some reason he punches. Munir gets it back. Looks to float in a high ball. Abraham's under it. Can't get a good connection on the header. And Milivojevic clears it away, and now Ayew has it, and we should be in a good position here. We've got numbers back. Tuanzebe makes a good tackle, but Benteke has it, sees the run of Aite. Verkutre comes out, and he's done very, very well, Verkutre. Having a good game at the moment in goal for Aston Villa, and yeah, this game is end to end. Tierney comes forward, lots of space on the left-hand side, ball in, finds Vitinho, goes back to Tierney. He knows he's got Abraham, who's good in the air, and there he is! And Speroni makes the save. Abraham not being able to get a full connection on that one. But it's better from Villa. So Grealish comes forward. Still coming, Grealish. He does well. Holds onto the ball a bit too long. Vitinho can't get there to get the shot off. And Grealish is just trying to force a few things today. He's been Villa's outball on this left-hand side quite a lot. Here he is again from Tierney's throw. Into Isobe, who knocks it back to Tierney. Who puts in a first-time cross and wins Villa a corner. Let's see if they can do something with this. Munir to take it again. He's going to lick just to flick it into the box. Again, it's close to Speroni. Gets a much better punch on it this time. As Meyer just dallied on the ball there. Munir flicks this in. Abraham can't get on the end of it. And it comes out to Tierney, who just plays a well, semi-sensible ball back to Collins. And Villa still going here. El Ghazi puts a ball in. Abraham knocks it down. Vitinho on a volley. Oh! Sorry, headphone users, because that will be really loud when I shout at that. A lot of this episode might be loud. Collins here, sensible play out to the wing. El Ghazi with a great ball in, and Abraham, a lovely little cushioned header back. Coutinho hit it on the volley. It's a great effort. I think Speroni was beaten, but luckily for Speroni, it went past his post. Aite puts it down the line looking for Jordan Ayew. He's got Benteke in the box, who they know is a big man. Collins just gets in front of the striker, and McGinn will look to bring this away. He's got El Ghazi on the right hand side. That's a terrible pass from McGinn. Benteke. Oh, Collins, what a tackle. Oh, but he's given it away. Milivojevic shot from range over the bar. Luckily, Benteke was still on the ground. Collins made a great tackle, but then couldn't really sort his feet out here. We'll just watch this replay. Collins with a great challenge, but then couldn't sort his feet out. Got an accidental touch. Milivojevic. Oh, for Kutre, great dive. Great action shot there at the end. But yeah, just whistles past the Villa post. It's a game that is really sort of bypassing McGinn in midfield. He's really struggling to keep up with the pace of the game and the physicality of it. Tierney looks to be dinked into eye. Collins again. He's having a fantastic game as McGinn. That's a much better composure there. Grealish can spread this play out to El Ghazi. What a ball that is from the young villain. Out to Abraham. Abraham back to El Ghazi. Sees Abraham there. Into Vitinho. Tries to go back to Abraham. It's all close control. Good ball in, but he's marshalled out of it very well by Padzan at the back. And Villa, no one's really taking a strong hold in this game. It's a lack of effort in the final third again, or a lack of completion, I should say. Not effort. There's lots of effort. A lack of completion in the final third. As Benteke doesn't have the pace to get away from defenders, although he could do here. He got the wrong side of Collins. Puts that ball in for Kutre, should cover that up. And we'll look to attack and get a counter-attack going straight away. McGinn into Asobe. Asobe comes forward. Grealish has got a lot of space on this left-hand side. And he comes forward, Jack Grealish. Now, what can he do? Can he create something and make something happen? Looks for a Cruyff turn and then lays it back to Vitinho. Into McGinn. It's a good tackle from Benteke, but Vitinho will get there first. And Asobe fancies a hit. Oh, what? Took a deflection, and I think Speroni just stuck out a hand and made a very good save. As this ball here, I'm not too sure that was a weird replay. But Munir will have it. Let's go for a bit more of a flatter, harder approach into the box. Munir rifles it in. El Ghazi! Oh, Speroni with a header. What a delivery from Munir that was. We mixed up the approach. It took Palace by surprise, but Benteke has turned. And Tuanzebe's got to use his pace. Jordan Ayew should beat him to the ball. He doesn't. Tuanzebe gets back very, very well. And then a good crossfield ball to release the pressure into Munir. Lovely flick from the heel into El Ghazi, who's just waiting here. Just waiting. He's got Munir making a run, which he uses as a dummy, into Vitinho. Round to Abraham. Abraham is just forced backwards. Can't do too much with it. He's used unbelievable strength to keep hold of that ball. Munir up to El Ghazi, into Vitinho, but he's too slow on his heels. And Benteke will look to bring it away. But under pressure by Munir, keeps it in play. And Crystal Palace hold on. And we're just ticking into half-time now. And a goal now would definitely send a team into the lead at half-time. And it looks like it's going to finish as 0-0 at half-time, though. It was put under good pressure there. Grealish picks it up. It's a poor pass. Milivojevic is easy to intercept. Tierney, there is 1 minute of added time put on. Is Ayew offside? He is. That will probably see us through to half-time, as Ayew just put his run a bit too early. Good line from Tuanzebe and Collins. And I imagine this will be half-time. We probably won't even get enough time to attack. We'll launch it up to Abraham, who doesn't win the header. But Asobe gets there. It is 0-0 at half-time. Neither team really taking the initiative in the final third. Roy Hodgson has got Palace playing pretty well defensively. Villa struggling to just get that ball in the final third. Best chance was El Ghazi's header from the corner, which would have sent him off on his way, as rumours are circulating he's agreed a deal with another club after they paid his release fee, which they have. Vitinho lays it out to Tierney, and the second half is underway, 0-0 here at Selhurst Park, with Aston Villa looking for a breakthrough. El Ghazi, good overlapping run from Munir, ball in looking for Abraham, couldn't win the header. El Ghazi does, but can only knock it down to Max Meyer, who looks to launch a counter-attack, and now Ayew's got the pace, but that's a terrible pass from Benteke. And Aston Villa pretty comfortable at the back. I mean, Collins is having a very good game. The youngster, I think it might be his debut actually in the Premier League. And he's marshalling Benteke pretty well at the moment. Just need to make sure that continues for the rest of the game. Vitinho looked to go round the corner into Abraham. It was blocked well. Milivojevic looks to launch a counter-attack. And, oh, it's lucky Asobe got there because the striker, Ayew, was through. Comes out to El Ghazi on the right-hand side. Can't beat Papa Soare. Back to Speroni. A long ball forward. And this is Crystal Palace all over in this game, really, at the moment. It's nice little 1-2s or a long ball forward as Tierney has got the pace to beat Aita to the ball there. And Vikucho, just hold on, let Villa get their shape and build from the back. El Ghazi has it, looks for Vitinho in the middle, finds him. Vitinho looks to shimmy away from Max Meyer, doesn't, just ends up tripping himself over, loses the ball, and Tuanzebe missed the interception. Ayu's through on goal, he's got a runner, but he goes for the shot himself. And that was a bit greedy there from Ayu. Had a good runner on the right hand side in Aite and didn't use him. Oh, Abraham looks for the runner. Vitinho just couldn't get past the defender, who's again both teams are defending well. Actually, I've got to say that. As Benteke looks to get through. There's lots of space. He's gone the wrong way. Thank God for Villa, because defensively they're all over the place. As I was just saying, everyone's playing Vitinho. Right, can we create something? Abraham looks to knock it back, but Townsend intercepts it. Benteke turns, looks for Townsend again, who was winding up for a volley. But El Ghazi brings the ball away, sees a run of Abraham. Abraham flicks it back, looking for Vitinho, but it's easy for Milivojevic to get in the way of. Half an hour to go. And, oh my word, Abraham, what a tackle. What a tackle from Abraham. Abraham, is he going to go on his own? He looks to square it. Vitinho, yes! Yes, it's in. Finally, we get the breakthrough. Vitinho with a good finish at the near post. Great work from Tammy Abraham. And he runs off celebrating, imitating Timothy Weir, if anything, I'd say. But Speroni is finally beaten. Abraham, what a tackle that was. And then he runs in behind. And then I thought I'd left it this too late. Squared it. Vitinho with a lovely finish down in the bottom corner. And it's 1-0. Get in. So Sobe comes forward with it. Bit of time and space looking for Abraham. The ball does get there eventually, and there's space out wide for El Ghazi. Looks to dink a ball in, looking for Vitinho. Just beaten in the air. It comes to Grealish, who will have a crack, and it's gone wide past the post. Very optimistic from Jack Grealish, that shot, as Sabatiza comes on for Jordan Ayew. Now, gaps are starting to open up in this Villa defence, as Jack Grealish, for some reason, stopped his run, and he would have got that if he had carried on going. Is he tired? No, not really. So we'll leave him on for a bit longer, and he'll take the throw. Grealish to Tierney. Looks for Isobe, who was tackled by Ivanovic. Oh my word, that's a horrible, horrible tackle from Tuanzebe. As Aita comes forward, that'll be a yellow card at the minimum for Tuanzebe. El Ghazi tries to get back to cover. Benteke comes forward, and he's gone for a 1-2. Tuanzebe covers that one much better. Didn't fly into a tackle, and I really hope he probably won't get sent off. McGinn dances around a tackle. Oh, I thought he was just clipped. Could have gone down. Stayed on his feet and tried to continue the run. Tuanzebe with a good header against Benteke. But he's now a bit out of position. Benteke gets it. Good 1-2. Releasing Aite on the right-hand side. Ball in. Sabatiza has a shot. Easy for Vakut today. And, yeah. Palace have been poor up front today. They really have. Villa haven't been too much better, but luckily they've taken the one real big chance that fell their way. As sees a run of Abraham. Is he picked him out? I think he has. Abraham, volley. No, never really troubling Speroni. It was always stretching for that ball. So Tuanzebe does finally get that yellow card for that horrendous tackle. Absolutely horrendous, that challenge. But it's a yellow card for Tuanzebe, so he's got to be careful for the rest of the game. Oh, Benteke's got the wrong side of Collins for the first time this game. Shoots. And that pretty much sums up Benteke in real life as well. That was a terrible shot. He finally had this, he touched it down, beat Collins in the air, ran off Collins and got in behind him. That was a good touch from Benteke, but yeah, that's absolutely woeful, that shot. So a double substitution for Villa. El Ghazi off and Gabby Agbonlahor on, and John McGinn off, and Sergei Samper comes on to replace him. Little tactical switch. Jack Grealish has moved into attacking midfield, and Agbonlahor goes on to the left-hand side. Vitinho pushes over to the right-hand side of midfield, just to give us a few more options as we move forward. Now Samper on the ball, picks out Vitinho in this new position. Abraham has seen the run of Munir and puts in a lovely ball, and he's going to put in an early cross here, looking for Grealish, and the defender just gets in front of him, and Samper with his fresh legs gets that ball first. Back to Munir, Vitinho, back to Munir, back to Samper. Good football. Grealish has it. Lets it run across his body, gets a left foot shot off, and it just goes past the post. Could have maybe laid Gabby Agbonlahor in there, but Grealish went for the shot on his own. Speroni is not happy with his Palace defence in front of him. And he's covered in mud, which is a lovely feature in Pro Evo. As the ball came in here, Grealish just let it go across his body, and then sort of just came across the ball and couldn't get it on target. Vitinho up to Abraham, into Grealish. Grealish just holds this up and just forced out of it by the centre-back. Aite, lovely, through the legs of Isobe there with a back heel. Sabitzer into Benteke. Collins again with a fabulous tackle. He's had an absolutely rock-solid game, the youngster, at the back. As Grealish waits for the run, sees Isobe, who is absolutely shattered and is never going to get that pass. And now he's well out of position, but Agbonlahor has fresh legs and is tracking back well. And he's still going, the youngster, Agbonlahor, into Aite. Aite holds it up under pressure. And Tierney will now come and pressure the ball, gets there first. And now Agbonlahor can stretch his legs as he looks to come at the defence. And he sees the run of Abraham. He picks him out with an absolutely wonderful ball. Abraham then squares it back. Vitinho again. That is all down to Agbonlahor. What a finish that is. What a pass. What a pass from Abraham. And it is 2-0. Vitinho celebrates. This ball from Agbonlahor, if Abraham had just taken a touch there, it would have been inch perfect. But he then cuts it back. Abraham and Vitinho, they just link so well. They really do. But Gabby Agbonlahor, what a pass. As we see here, Abraham just puts it back into the area. Knows Vitinho's going to be there. Side foots it into the corner with placement. 2-0 Villa. Much better as Crystal Palace make a double substitution. And this could see Villa really turn their form around. 2 wins back-to-back against Wolves and Crystal Palace would be very good performance for them in their league tables as well. They need to get up into that 9th spot to please the chairman. We'll have to see what happens as the game continues. Grealish has the ball in central midfield. He comes forward with it. He's tracked well by Davis, who's got a little bit more fitness and pace than him. Isobe sees the run of Agbonlahor, lays it out wide. Agbonlahor, good cut back. Trying to create a bit of space for himself. Feeds it into Abraham. Lays it off to Grealish. Jack Grealish with a shot. Good save from the goalkeeper, Speroni. And Agbonlahor, the youngsters have all impressed me today. They've all played very well. Now Collins might be caught out of formation, but he's got the experienced 22-year-old Tuanzebe backing him up. So there's no worries there. That's a great ball into Sampa. Sampa sees the run of Grealish. Just can't feed it through. Will put Speroni under pressure. It's cleared as we tick into the final minute of normal time. And there's 2 added minutes. And Collins has been absolutely superb at the back today. As he puts the ball up. Abraham gets it. Can he go round the corner? Vitinho on for a hat-trick. It's Vitinho. He gets it in the 90th minute. He gets his hat-trick. He's taking that match ball home. And he jumps up with joy. Gets bundled to the ground by Abraham. It's a lovely, lovely finish from Vitinho to get his hat-trick. And he's been outstanding today. He's been absolutely outstanding. Probably the best player we have at the club. And a wonderful, wonderful goal. Grealish did well to flip that onto Abraham. Abraham with lovely back heel again. Those two today have linked up absolutely perfectly. 3 goals for Vitinho, 3 assists for Tammy Abraham. And with about 20 seconds to go, Sabitizer's really done Isobe there. As out to Davis. Can we keep this clean sheet? That would be really good. We do. Full time. Vitinho. 3-0. He takes the match ball home with him. Celebrates with Collins. Celebrates with Tuanzebe. The boys done good. So at the end of the day, we do probably deserve that. 12 shots, 6 on target, 58% possession, loads of passes made. Good number of interceptions and tackles. Saves were equal for the goalkeeper. But let's go and see what that does to the league table. So as we can see, we're up to 8th position now, which is fantastic. Really good. That will please the chairman. And we go above Watford, who I said are having a really good season. So I'm happy with that. And let's go and see what else as that means. Lucien Bonnet has increased to 82. He'll probably be our starting right back soon enough. We have Bristol City next, one of the teams that came up with us. John Collins, brilliant. Youth prospect, that's what we want to hear. Lucien Bonnet as a leader, which is good. And, we've got an offer for Vakout today and an offer for, a Tade. Now, a Tade I could be tempted to sell. We'll leave it there. We'll give that a very quick save so that we don't lose our progression. But thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. I really do hope you're enjoying this series. I am loving it. I am recording episodes now quite far in advance because I've got a friend staying with me in a week's time and I'm not going to be able to record videos while he's here because I'll be taking him out to see the sights and sounds of Singapore. But thank you so much for watching. When will we be back? Let's have a quick look to see when we'll be back. I kind of feel like I should come back for the Man United game. I know it's only 2 games time. We'll see. Probably the Man United game is when we'll be back, but we'll have a look. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Sorry about the loud shouting in both those games, but I just get into it a bit too much. Vitinho with a hat-trick, 2 wins back-to-back, and a lovely little episode. Thank you very much for watching, but for now, I'm out. Cheers.